this is Sue. I have some journals ready I want to share with you. There's 7 in total, and this video, I'll kind of show them all in this one video so you can get an idea of what they look like and what each one does. And I'm going to have these listed on my blog, and the links will be down below the video. So let's start. I think we'll start with the black one. This was probably like something you'd have your daily planner or computer, or not computer, little calculator in or something, little notebook. And I gutted it out and added some layers onto the front. There's a pocket with this tag inside, and this little, oh, I sewed that in. That's the back, and inside it's lined with this fabric, and then it's sewn around the edges and 2 sewn-in signatures. This had a pocket in it, so I stuck this little journal spot inside the pocket. I think this was like an old jacket, kind of almost like a faux leather type. Had some golds and bronze, and I just thought it was really pretty. And then I have some wrapping paper for a pocket, and then some paper that's embellished with just some pretty trim that goes in here. There's a pocket here. A lot of these journals are just kind of like, what do they call them, a naked journal? They're just pages mainly. Some have a few pockets and a few things tucked in the pockets, but mainly there isn't quite as much embellishment in these as I normally do. So it's just a nice base for you to, fill the journal up for yourself. It says an old magazine page, coffee filter with a little journal spot, a little recipe card. There's a pocket up here. And this is more of the same paper with a pocket. It's a muslin pocket. This flips out. Has another little embellished page inside. Papers are all aged. They'll have kind of a different feel to them. This is another magazine page, an old receipt in this pocket. That's just an old book page. Center of the signature. This flips out. See what I mean? Kind of a naked journal. They're just a lot of different types of pages. Fun places to write. Fun places to tuck pictures in or things that you collect. There's another little pocket here. There's a pocket under here. Oops, that got tucked down. So look, this can be a little pocket under here. It's little Tim Holtz people. And them all, they're nice. This little wrapping paper, kind of aged. Music paper, sewing book page. Page flips out. Pocket. Some bees on there, designer paper. And it's kind of Edith Holden page. And this is the back. It says like an old snap in there. There's no pocket or anything. And then there's a pen. There's a pen stuck in this little pen holder. So that is the first journal. Second journal will be this one. Just kind of used an old book. Has 3 sewn-in signatures. Has an old jewelry piece with some sequencing. This is like a napkin printed on this book page. There's some trim on the corners and the image. And it's lined with fabric and sewn around the edges as well. And this has a pretty lace pocket. some kind of like Paris fabric. It's an old cabinet card stuck in there. This is a little tuck spot made out of cheesecloth and a coffee filter, and there's another tuck spot there, some ledger paper, some washi tape, a little pocket there out of fabric. This kind of flips out. And then again, it's just a lot of, some tuck spots and napkin book pages and guide pages. There's a little postcard flip out page. Kind of gives you an idea of the look of the pages, and all of a sudden then I'll have, you know, here's a coffee filter with some really cool paper. I think that was from Ayazier. He's got cool stuff. And then another fabric tuck spot, just Franken pages, just a butterfly, bird book page, more ledger paper, a little embellishment on there, pocket on that ledger paper, a little fabric. I guess you could say they're writing journals is what they are. But then again, if you take them and fill them up with things you like to collect, or, you know, then it's, you make it a junk journal. And we'll get a little postcard in there. And this is the back with the little tea card tucked in there. Teacup, bird's nest in a teacup, lace pocket. And then that's the back. Now this piece of jewelry is just an old piece of furniture, old piece of jewelry. It doesn't have the stones in it anymore. That's really cool though. Well, there's one in there, I think. Or maybe not. Anyway, I thought it looked really cool. Okay, so that's that one. And oh, this one turned out really so much fun. I just love this one. It's the feel of it that I kind of fall in love with when I make the journals. I just really feel cool. And this, I think, was some kind of a journal, and I just gutted it, covered it with different fabrics, sewed around everything. It has a magnet in it, so it's magnetized. Then it kind of opens up almost like a lap journal, I guess. So then it has this inside fabric got put on upside down. You know, you can't do everything right, but I didn't realize it till I had it all done. So it doesn't really matter which way bugs go. They go up or down. And this is a journal card tucked in this little lace pocket. Had a while back done some envelopes that were covered with designer paper. This has a ledger piece of paper tucked inside there. And then this is a little recipe card and this designer paper. So then again, these are just different types of my aged paper and book pages, and you know, some are, here's a bag. And then this page has a pocket with one of my butterfly printable cards on it. That's the other side of the envelope. And it has this is a little list printable on in my Etsy store. So it's just a different kind of vintage pages to it. And then I put some fabric on the top and sewed it a little bit. I thought because this had the chicken, then because this had the chicken, that would really go well. So we stuck that in there. And then we just go back into our pages. This is an old gardening book page, music book page, magazine page. And then this is the back. It has another just aged cardstock page inside. And then close it up. Isn't that cool? I don't know. I love that one. Well, I love them all, but anyway. So then this one is just a little spiral book that I got, and then I aged all the pages and painted the cover and put some napkin decoupage on the back, some lace, and an image on the front with this little stamped words on it and some more lace. And then put an old book page pocket and some lace and embellishments in the cover, the journal card, and this is a little image with some pages that tucks in there. And this is a little T-stamp muslin with a little lace in there. And then the pages are all just, I think they're kind of like perforated, you know, you can tear them out, but they're just all aged up. It's a little nice little stick in your purse for jotting things down on the go, and you know, you can use it for whatever you want. You can use it for a glue book, and then the back just has another little book page pocket with a little. This was an old hanky. No, this was an old hanky that's on the cover, and then the pieces of hanky that were left over, I put that on there. So this is another one of the little pages of booklets for writing. And then that's the back. Has a little bit of this trim in there. So that's that one. We'll do this one. This one has a kind of a fall, excuse me, fall fabrics maybe. It's one of my collage fabric covers. Has a aged muslin tie with this old earring hanging on it. I'll just slip this off here. Okay, so this is lined with wallpaper. And then I sewed around everything on here. Here's a piece of paper. And it has a bird pocket with this little writing spot, even folding pages. And then these two are just all kinds of my aged pages. I think this is my favorite printable of Tsunami Rose, Charming Fragments. It was in my stash. I thought I'd put that in there. Recipe book page. And I did a little stamping of some napkin decoupage, old ledger page. Did some of my just simple stamping, Franken pages, old magazine page. Isn't that pretty? You know, that napkin decoupage is so fun. It's so pretty. It just adds just so much character to the pages. And then there, you know, there's some bags inside if you want to put some of your favorite things in the bag. It's a little journal page with some stamping. That has some neat green color to it. That one turned out kind of cool. Sometimes you never know when you're fiddling around with aging your papers how they're going to turn out. More Franken pages and pockets and little ripped ledger paper. It's the other side of the Tsunami Rose printable. And that's the back. So then we slip on our little closure with the little old earring on there. It's a one sewn in signature. So that is that one. And we've got two more yet. This has a little bit of a sewing theme. There's some layering of fabrics. And this too kind of came like this. So I just aged it up and gave it some character. And lined it with some of this tapestry fabric. And a little lace pocket. And it had this really cool paper in it. It aged up kind of neat. It's like a transparency paper. And some of the corner tucks on. There's a little piece of fabric tucked under the image because it's a sewing journal. You know, this might be like her, you know, her fabric that she used for one of her special days or something. And some vintage fabric in there. A little sewing ephemera card. This page is just laying over this page. You could tuck something up in there. And this embellished paper clip, kind of holding it on there. And here's a tuck spot. Tuck spot with a little journal card inside with some stamping. Some fabric is just ball pinned in. And some tabs. More fabric. Some fabric is glued in. You know, like little fabric samples. Here's another. This has this little sewing booklet inside that tucks in there. Little fabric ticket up there. This is a pocket here. Teacup. Another little booklet. Journal card with some sewing charms on it. Another little booklet in there. National Needle Company. That's kind of cool. More fabric. These pages have kind of a pink, kind of, you know, ombre look almost. And the back pocket has some of the pattern paper and another one of the little, these are what I mean by booklets. It's about a few pages with a sewing themed cover on them. They're all paper. And this is the back. This is my sewing printable in the brown. This one. There's 4 cards like this on a printable. Has some vintage fabrics underneath. So that is that one. Oh, there's a little collage of flowers and stuff on there. And now we got, this is the last one. This one was like another one of those little date books or something. I took the pages out, and this was black, so I painted it. And I think that paint is staying on there because I tried sanding it and stuff, and I could not get the I couldn't even get the edges to sand. So anyway, I used some of that old hanky and wrapped it around some embellished pieces around this image. So when you open it up, it has 2 sides because they tuck in these little pockets here. Has this pen, goes through this pen. You have to take this little cap off, then you can take your pen out. I'll just leave it out till I get it done. You don't have to have it in there either if you don't. But this thought looked really cool. Okay, so then you open these up, and this is a printable from my store too. It's got vintage ladies with floral vintage ladies. Tucks in here. It's a little lace on the bottom, and then it's just has all kinds of pages with different. This is painted over the words. It must be a little old book page of some kind tucked in there. I just love that paper. And some of the pages I painted, so they had kind of a little bit of a shimmer to them. That was kind of cool. So then just kind of has little pockets and places to write, and coffee filter, little swatches of fabric inside. Some more stamping and pockets, and there's a fabric pocket, some washi tape, little envelope here tucked under this belly band. Another swatch of fabric. It's just bulb pinned in there. There's another little booklet in here. Little tuck spot, and that's the back. So then we'll tie that one shut. And we'll open up the other side. We kind of mirror each other, only the image is different. She's pretty. This is pretty. And then we kind of have a little China doll. It says collecting dolls. This is dolls. Yeah, this was a little old book page. It's okay. I don't know. Sometimes in your stash you have so much stuff. It's just fun to get it all out sometimes and put it all together in a project. It's a little pocket watch. Pocket watch pocket. With fabric. Oh, fabric bulb pinned in there. And, you know, just kind of the same as the other one. Fabric in there. Little booklet. No, this is just a sewing card, not a booklet. It's another little journal page. And that's the back of that. So then that shuts. You know, and if it fills up, you can just slip it out too. This other, like I sewed the signatures together with this ribbon. And I left the ends really long. And then, like, this page is cardstock. So the other piece of cardstock is going in this pocket. And then the other end of this goes through here and comes out here. And then I knotted that. So then when the booklet is in there, then I can tie it shut so it doesn't flop around. So if you want to, you know, say you're using them and they fill up and you want to put something else in there, you can take them out if you want. And then take that off, otherwise it doesn't go in there, which is kind of nice, kind of locks it in there. So then, yeah, that's the back. Got the napkin and some pretty, and I just used this, what do you call it? Don't tell me. Seam binding. Dyed seam binding ribbon to, you know, just tie it shut. So, those were all so much fun to make because they all have kind of their own little, you know, different bases of how I made them, and, you know, everything that I usually make anything out of is usually aged somehow. I don't really too many times do any kind of project where the papers don't have some type of aging process to them. So those are my 7 journals. With all kinds of character, and I'm gonna call them writing journals because they really are, especially for someone who likes to write or keep track of memories, and as a daily planner for things you want to do every day or goals that you have, different things that your thoughts are. You know, I thought this one would really be like a cute prayer journal. You know, a little girl in there, seems like she's praying. And so anyway, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll link all the journals down below and the printable sheets that I used in there, the little list booklet and the floral vintage ladies. And you know, you can stop by my Etsy store too and see, oh, this one's upside down, and see you know, what kind of printables I have that maybe you like to use in your projects. And if you use any of my printables in your projects, you know, tag me, let me know. I just love to see how you guys create with the printables that I have. So thanks again. Bye now.